To be honest, I was just having a bad hair day yesterday, so I just...
And what did they say to you?
I was just basically, I need you to remove the hat because it's provoking political violence, and if I don't remove it, I'll be evicted out of the venue.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. Now, I want us to watch this video of Maga people, how they are really suffering overseas, especially when they are going wearing Maga hat or t-shirt. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this compilation of video, then I'll be back with more comment. All credits goes to the original creator of the video. Kindly remember to give a video a thumbs up. I'm your host, Dash Lifestyle.
I'm allowed to wear a hat. I mean, I can express myself how I want.
This is not expression. This is hate speech. This is every kind of misogyny, homophobia, racism, bigotry, Islamophobia. I can go on and on. Until you take that hat off, you will not be served.
I'm not taking it off.
Well, then you will not be served in this restaurant.
You all should be ashamed of yourselves inside of a Mexican restaurant sitting here eating. You all are f***ing Nazis. Go f*** yourselves.
So are you.
No, I'm not. That in a restaurant, you don't think that these people have family?
They love us here. They know us well. They know us well and they love us.
I don't care.
Well, you ought to care. You ought to care. You're way out of line. You're way out of line.
It's what?
The man's got a Maga hat on.
He's MAGA hat.
Wearing a Maga hat.
Oh my god, he's wearing a MAGA.
He's wearing a Maga hat.
Panic.
Everyone panic.
What's a MAGA hat?
What's a MAGA hat?
Make America great again, Donald Trump.
Who's that?
Who's Donald Trump?
No, who's got a MAGA hat?
The man in the pub.
Oh.
To be honest, I was just having a bad hair day yesterday, so I just...
And what did they say to you?
I was just basically, I need you to remove the hat because it's provoking political violence, and if I don't remove it, I'll be evicted out of the venue.
I was at the bar last night and a woman punched me in the face just for me wearing a MAGA hat. And that's just really crazy. All the vile disrespect and the hatred that I'm getting and the abuse just for wearing a hat. But see, if I had retaliated, I would have been in jail. And it's crazy how she can abuse me and nothing will happen. She almost broke my nose. And it's crazy. I didn't retaliate because I'm smart and I didn't do anything about it. But it's just so sad that I'm getting the abuse that I'm getting. And that's what's wrong with society, is that she's allowed to do that and no one will say anything. I'm in Philadelphia, but it's a blue city. And so I'm not even surprised. That's what's expected here.
Ah, what a beautiful morning. So grateful that Trump got in office. Life is going to be so much easier again.
A few moments later.
So I just got the quote from the dentist in Mexico I've been looking to go see because, no offense to my current dentist in the United States, I love him. He does a really great job and I wish I could go to him. I just can't afford dental care in the United States.
Own the libs. Are you winning yet? No, because you played yourself. These are the females who lack the spine and the courage to step into a private voting booth and vote to safeguard their own rights as women. They're so weak that they actively participate in their own downfall, allowing men to use them as tools to strip away their own rights and help strip away the rights of us all as women. This is what happens when you're gullible enough to fall for the conservative patriarchal illusion of a traditional family, where the man is supposed to be the leader, but in reality, that so-called provider is a failure, leaving you, his wife, so financially helpless that you are forced to rely on the very people that y'all demonize and cheer to be deported just to survive. Now look at you crossing the border into Mexico. Yes, the same Mexico you clutch your pearls over just to be able to afford health care. You're out here bragging about voting for Trump, yet you can't even afford to put America first under Trump. You're out here fighting for white supremacy, but white supremacy ain't fighting for you. Make it make sense. And the best part, this is just a warm-up, so buckle up because the real struggle hasn't even started yet.
Out of my bar.
Because I'm wearing a Trump hat.
Get out
Why?
of my bar.
Why?
Because you're a Trump supporter.
I know, but don't you guys want our money?
No, actually we don't.
You know this is like discrimination, right?
Oh, boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! Get out of my bar.
Wear that hat because I do love our president of the United States. He is our president. I do appreciate that, and I don't think I find anything wrong with me wanting to wear a Trump hat because he is our president.
Why is everybody pissed at you right now? Everyone's pissed at me because I wore this hat and I'm trying to make burgers great again. And I'm from Florida. I came to Newfoundland, and I don't think a lot of Newfoundlanders, can really grasp the whole machine of the media that's really going on in America. People just need to know. Put it all on Facebook. Everyone's commenting. It's kind of funny. Think about the comments and like the people retweeting things on Twitter on different platforms, calling you a racist and a misogynist because you support a certain politician. What do you think about that? Well, if anyone says anything online, I'm sure that they're smart enough to come actually have a conversation with me and, really think about the bigger picture here. So you haven't really taken any concern to any of the hate comments, people telling you to go to hell or, boycott this business? That doesn't really affect you too much? No, I'm from America. No, that doesn't affect anybody around there. Okay.
Breaking news. The president of Mexico has stated that he will begin to deport Americans that have moved to Mexico without proper documentation, aka illegal immigrants. This comes after the president of Mexico states that he is tired of Americans gentrifying cities in Mexico. In the past 3 weeks, we have seen different events where Americans try to colonize beaches, public areas, and even salsa. While a lot of these Americans have moved to Mexico for a better life, they move there because they cannot afford to live here in the United States. So move to Mexico so they can afford a lifestyle there, but locals have raised their prices because Americans are paying in dollars while locals that are still shopping have to pay in pesos and now have to pay the equivalent of the dollar. And instead of these people moving to Mexico and bettering the economy, they're making it horrible for the people that live there, the natives. And if you already did not know, the amount of Mexicans migrating to the United States has slowed down by the 100,000 since 2019. The amount of Mexicans living in the United States leaving willingly back to Mexico has increased drastically. And while Mexicans are moving back to Mexico, a lot of Americans have been moving to Mexico for a better life. But my, how the tables have turned. What are your thoughts?
Good morning, friends. So, some of y'all cousins want to go to Mexico wearing a Maga hat or Maga gear. Really? If I worked in the airport, yeah, they'd be in line for some hours. Yeah, I think they'd probably have to be searched and denied entry. Not with that on. No. Nah, couldn't be me. They better be glad I don't run no airport in Mexico, because them maggots would not be getting in. Not with that gear on. No. Take it off or get out. Okay? You don't bring that hate over to somebody else's country. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. And I listen. Ain't no other culture like the Mexicans, okay? Because they are some great people. The food is great. They fun, hard workers. They're human beings like everybody else. How you gonna hate on a specific country of people? It's so crazy. But if you ain't coming to my country with that mess on, couldn't be me. Lock them up, get them out, turn them around, whatever you got to do. But entry denied. Bye.
The irony that Mexican citizens in Mexico City are protesting American presence in their country. What in the uno reverso? Listen, that's what happens. Don't you think that the timing of it is just ironic? America starts kicking all of the Mexicans out, and then Mexicans are like, no. We want you out of here too, because you're gentrifying our city. And I love that. Because, yeah, you want the benefit. Because believe it or not, a lot of Americans actually live in Mexico illegally. I know, it's crazy. Wow. And so, no, they want tougher legislation on it. And yeah, they're pissed. And I love that for them. So, around and you find out, you know? So yeah, who would have thought?
I wanted to go ahead and check into the hotel because I was tired. I'd missed my flight going back to San Antonio. I had stayed at the same hotel with a friend of mine who had booked it under her name, and the staff was great. So this morning I was so distressed. I was going through a crisis and I needed some time to sleep because I had missed my flight because of what was going on, and I had not had enough rest. So I went back to the hotel and I wanted to make my own reservation so that I could have a few hours of sleep. So when I went there, it was around maybe 7 a.m.-ish in the morning. Those two black staff members, it was a male and a female, really heavy set female with really thick lashes and like platinum blonde hair. I wore my Maga hat, and the way those two people looked at me like they did not want to serve me, or like I had shit on my face. They looked at me, they were very unwelcoming, very uninviting. And I walked in there because I was distressful, I was tired, and I was even crying because of the situation that I was in. When I went there, the look that these two people gave me, it made me feel so uncomfortable. It really made me feel like shit. And I'm sorry, but this is the first time ever that I've worn this Maga hat, and I have felt that I was demonized.
Mexican immigrations official just deported an American content creator who was a Trump supporter and ironically had this to say about illegal immigration after the presidential elections this year.
I don't know why Latinos are so scared of Donald Trump taking office. What's going to happen is he's going to secure the border and there's probably going to be less immigrants coming in, which is a good thing because that's how the country is supposed to be run. You're going to have to go through a legal process.
So this content creator entered Mexico through a tourist visa, overstayed, and was recently deported by Mexican officials because she doesn't have lawful status. Ironically, she's a Trump supporter living in Mexico. Wild. You guys say that you guys need to do it the right way. You mean we need to do it the right way when we try to go up there to migrate for a better life. But you guys don't need to do it the right way when you guys come down here to live and take advantage of the lower cost of living, among many other things, right? That's what I took away from this video. This is no hate to this content creator, but I was kind of shocked to scroll down some of her videos. Initially, I just kind of wanted to understand the process. Like, damn, that's crazy to see the reverse Uno. But honestly, this is something that a lot of Mexicans have been waiting for Mexican officials to start deporting the Americans, Canadians, and foreigners. But a large part of them are Americans that come down here to take advantage of the lower cost of living and to stretch their dollars a little bit further. But they do so by circumventing our immigration processes because a tourist visa is for 6 months only to come and be a tourist. If you come down here on this tourist visa to live and you're working and making income and you're still living on this tourist visa, you are technically not doing it the right way. In her video, she mentioned she was in the process of obtaining dual citizenship, which is great. However, you still have not done it the right way. While you are in the process of getting citizenship or legalizing yourself, you are still technically in Mexico unlawfully, which is why you were just deported. So it's just kind of crazy to see a Trump supporter preach about how this is how it's supposed to happen. You guys should just do it the right way. But when you guys come down here to our country, you guys don't do it the right way either. Food for thought.
Latina, who is a Trump supporter, got deported from Mexico back to the US, and I want to use this video to show y'all, no matter how hard you try, you will never be white. And I say that because she made videos going, oh, look, people are making too big of a deal about Trump and the deportations. He's only going after criminals. If you want to be here, you should do it the right way. Then she goes to Mexico, gets stopped by authorities. While she's coming back from a concert, they check her papers and then they deport her. Now, they deported her because she overstayed her visa. I know some people are like, well, you should have done it the right way. Calm down. let's just give her a little grace here. She's not a criminal. Sure, she has ideologies you don't agree with, but she wasn't committing any crimes. She was down in Mexico partying it up. Now, this is where the "you'll never be white" part comes in. There's over 1 million undocumented white people living in Mexico. They are taking advantage of the system. They're not paying taxes. They're down there just partying it up. And like advocates in Mexico have been saying, that authorities don't go after white people. They actually go after brown people. So you were racially profiled in a country that you were trying to get dual citizenship for. So if you were racially profiled in Mexico, what do you think is going to happen to you in the US when Trump comes into office? Because there are at least 500,000 white people undocumented in the US, and they're never bothered. Because I need you to remember that the immigration system was never set up to hurt white people. It was set up to hurt people of color globally. Our movements are constantly restricted, while white people are never bothered when they do the same thing we do. So as much as you say, oh, well, if you want to come to this country, you have to do it the right way. It is not about doing it the right way. It is always, the immigration system has always been about hurting black and brown people, no matter where we are in the world. So please keep thinking how you're safe now that you're in the US, back in your home country. They don't see you as a US citizen either. They want to take away your citizenship. They want to denaturalize people. So please, let's get rid of that colonized mind, because this immigration system was never made for us.
Let's listen to this gentleman's message to MAGA to stay out of his country.
Are you a MAGA follower? Please do not come to Mexico. Do not come to Cancun. Do not come to Puerto Vallarta or Acapulco. Stay in the United States. Eat your Taco Bells.
Let's see what else this Mexican gentleman has to say about MAGA visiting his country.
We already know that MAGA people hate Mexicans. We already know that you support Donald Trump, who is a really bad guy for Mexicans. They are putting our people in prisons. They are attacking our people. They are disappearing little children, separating families.
MAGA, what has this gentleman said that isn't true? Everything he said is factual. But yet, you want a vacation to Mexico. Drink your tequila, eat your burritos, enjoy their food, and enjoy their culture. My message and this gentleman's message to MAGA: stay the hell out of Mexico. Have a day.
So Trump supporters that have flipped don't get a pass from me. And I know that's not a popular opinion. A lot of people want to forgive and forget. I see all sorts of around and find out videos being posted where people are explaining how they found out and they're being embraced, and now they want to have open dialogue with everybody. So while I respect people that want to embrace them, and I'm not going to give you a hard time, I am not one of those people. Because every single one of those around and find out videos where people are converting and leaving MAGA has to do with them personally feeling the results of their vote. In other words, until it affected them personally, they were ready to vote for Trump. You see where I'm going here? Zero empathy for people around them unless it affected them. Yeah, so they can just eat it. Where's the accountability? At some point, a motherfucker has to suffer for making the mistakes that they made, don't they? How are they ever going to learn their lesson if they were like, oh, well, you know, hey, I burned down the country with my vote, but, oh, that's okay. Man, you. There's this one farm dude out there posting all sorts of shit and getting a lot of traction, right? Because he found out, he signed up for some big federal program that he wanted to participate in. And in order to do that, he had to invest and spend all sorts of money to get his farm ready to do whatever they wanted him to do. And then Trump goes and rips this shit out from under him. And now he's like, what the f-? Right? I voted for Trump. I didn't know. The thing is right now he wants to have open dialogue with people. And when people come to him and say, well, you should have known, he's like, well, I'm out of the country. We don't see the news. And anytime I saw social media, which I never do, all I see is right saying left and left saying right and everyone arguing. How am I supposed to know? I'm a farmer. I'm not a political scientist. But then out the other side of his mouth, now he wants to have an open dialogue. So he criticizes anyone questioning his decision, but he wants to have an open dialogue now. Anybody that wants to talk about this and what it merely means, let's have that chat. But if all you're going to do is attack me, you can move on. Motherfucker. Because the only reason now you give a shit and now you want to have open dialogue is because it affects you personally. You could have had all this open dialogue before you cast your vote like an idiot. And you only give a shit because you were affected. The whole current country is burning around you. Marginalized people are being attacked, and we're supposed to give a fuck about you because you were affected in your farm? No, you vote for Trump? Fuck you. We don't need your ass. Personally, I'm going after the 88 million people that didn't vote, and I'm rallying the troops around the common enemy that is that. Now in the future, after you've repented and maybe spent the next 10 years groveling, asking for forgiveness, and doing everything you can to support marginalized communities, maybe then we'll think about forgiving your stupid ass. In the meantime...
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how Maga people, they are being treated overseas, especially when they are going wearing Maga hat. For me, I can tell you that people in overseas, they don't love Maga because of the bad decision they made. We know that Maga people, they went ahead and vote against their own interests. They vote so that immigrant people can be deported back to their country. They went ahead and vote to punish black people, the black Americans and black people in America. So we are all seeing that all that hatred that they were having towards immigrant people and black people, it is also coming to them. All the punishment that they voted so that black people and immigrant people can be punished, it is also punishing them. And right now the world hate majority of the people, they hate America right now, and also they are hating those people who voted in for this administration, which it is not a good administration. That it is how people, they are really coming out and say. We have seen how Maga people, they were treated in Mexico. In Mexico, they went ahead and protest to kick out white people, simply because white people, they are coming in Mexico and they are retiring in Mexico, and they are coming with money. So while they are coming with money, they are increasing life standard of people. We can see there is a high price of the commodity, the rent, it is going up. So because of that, majority of Mexicans, they came out and protest and tell the government and tell the white people to go back to their country, tell the Americans people to go back to their country, because they cannot just come in Mexico with the dollar, with the money, and make prices of the commodities to go high, the prices of the house to go high, and for them that one they cannot afford. So they went ahead and protest and send white people back to their country. And also we have seen majority of Mexican people also, they came out and send a message to the Maga people, because we all know this new administration, when they were coming into power, they say that they are going to deport illegal immigrant people. And also in the side of Mexico, they were saying that Mexican people, that the ones who are coming in America, they are doing some drug, they are coming with drug, they are participating in a criminal. So they have jailed so many people from Mexican. They have detained them. They are now deporting them back to their country. So Mexican came out and say that one of the Mexican came out and say, why are the Maga people right now want to come to our country? And they are the ones who are saying that we are bad people in their country. We are bringing drugs in their country. We are doing a criminals activity. And he has said that they are deporting. They're detaining our people, they're deporting them back to our country. Also they should not visit our country, especially for those Maga people who they are coming wearing the hat of Maga. So this now it is now a message to the Maga people that if you are going to overseas country, you better not wear your Maga hat, because you will not welcome, or they can treat you. You might be treated very bad. And kindly guys, remember that this video is only for educational purposes. We are here to learn. And also guys, you can share your thoughts on the comment section. Tell me, what do you feel about these Maga people going to overseas country or abroad wearing a Maga t-shirt? And also guys, I have some of the comments here that I want to read it for you and share how people, they have come out and say. This one is saying you are smart and wearing a Maga hat does not compute. Yeah, saying it is just that highlight their stupidity. So now this one is saying that MAGA people, they are now showing their stupidity because majority of people, they know that MAGA people, they made bad decision by voting, by putting this new administration in power. You vote for hatred, you get hatred. Yeah. So these people, they vote so that they vote for hatred towards immigrant people and black people. But right now, they are getting the same hatred because majority of white people, especially MAGA people, they want to be treated very well when they are going outside their country because they know that they are superpower country. But right now, things it is changing. America, it is falling, and it is not going to be that superpower country that we usually see. Now this one say, lol, so funny. Americans that think they are untouchable when traveling abroad. Yeah, majority of Americans, they see like they are untouchable. They need to get respect because they are coming to a first world country. But right now, that untouchable, they're the ones who broke that. All the respect and all the untouchable, they're the ones who broken it because of how they are treating immigrant people. So when Americans, they are treating bad immigrant people and the tourists and the visitor to their country, while they are coming to countries abroad, they want to be treated like that. No, that it is not going to happen anymore. So the same way they are treating people in their country, it is the same treatment they will get when they are coming abroad. Black dude got a lot of nerve talking about abuse. We are being abused by the idiot in the why. Let me just not say that, but I hope you have got that comment. Trump don't even like them. He called them stupid and they love him. Yeah, so there is a video whereby a majority of MAGA peoples and Republican, they were asking for Epstein file, and in that Epstein file, Donald Trump, he came out and called them stupid, and he doesn't want their vote, their support right now anymore, simply because that one shows that Trump he just used MAGA people to go into power, because how comes after getting in office he's now coming out and calling them stupid? Yeah, Trump called them stupid while these Republicans and MAGA people, they were asking for Epstein file. So if you haven't watched that video, go back to my previous video and we'll watch it. MAGA at Mexican restaurant. Oh, that's rich hypocrisy. Can't spell hatred without a red heart. Yeah, the Mexican president made it very clear you can wear your MAGA hat in the ship if you're going for vacation to Mexico. But as soon you step out of the ship, you better put that hat away. You will be escorted back to your ship. No MAGA hat are allowed in Mexico soil. Yeah, you guys, I hope for those MAGA people who are watching me, kindly, this is a message for you. I need to repeat it one more time so that you can get the clear message. The Mexican president made it very clear. You can wear your MAGA hat in the ship if you are going for vacation to Mexico. But as soon you step out of the ship, you better put that hat away. You will be escorted back to your ship. No MAGA hat are allowed here. Yeah, majority of Mexico, and even Mexico president, he come out very clear and say that for those MAGA people who are coming in Mexico for vacation, please don't come wearing your MAGA hat. If you are going with the ship, kindly while you're on the ship, just wear that MAGA hat. But as soon you touch Mexican soil, remove that MAGA hat or t-shirt. Or if you don't remove, you will be escorted back to your country. Yeah, that it is now showing how Mexican people, they are very, very serious with MAGA people. No shirt, no shoes, no service. MAGA hat, no service. Yeah, so if you are coming in with MAGA hat in hotels, they are not going to serve you. MAGA hat, MAGA t-shirt, when you are going there abroad, Mexico or any country abroad, they will not serve you. So they were the red hat because it's too hard for them to see out of the white hood. I love having Obama as our president. I was proud to call him our president. I didn't wear Obama much. That just stupid. Yeah. So the woman wearing a Maga hat is upset that she was treated with hate and disrespect just like Maga and ICE agent are treating Mexican. You get the energy you give out. Yeah, so you have seen that woman. She was really upset how she has been treated. But it is the same way that the ICE and the Maga people, they have been treating black people in their country. These people, they only see what it is happening to them, but they don't see what it is happening to other people. So right now, they are now getting it clear. They are now feeling how to treat people bad, how to vote against their own interest. Now, right now, they are feeling that, and they are really, really learning. So kindly, guys, you can also share your comments on the comment section. Tell me, what do you think about today's topic? Kindly remember to give a video a thumbs up. I will see you on my next one.